So today we're going to look at a tool by the name of QUIZizz. Right? It's a very fun activity to use with your class, and I know that you will have fun, but you have to bring the vibes as well so that the students can have fun. So let's go and let's see if we can look at QUIZizz. Now, QUIZizz is, as the first part suggests, the root word there is quiz. QUIZizz is a good tool that can be used with any subject, whether you be an English major, whether you be a student. QUIZizz can be used to have fun. And when I say student, I mean teacher student, like practice teacher. But it is also fun for the students we are teaching it to and who will play with you. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing is to get an account going. Now my computer is moving a little bit slow, and I hope that you'll bear with it as it sorts out whatever it's sorting it out. And the good thing about quizzes is that you can incorporate your class into it, right? And that's something that most tools don't have, right? The way to incorporate your Google Classroom, because I know that our ministry in Jamaica is basically trying to get us to incorporate the different tools into our classroom. And they have given us a Google account for the most part. Some schools have not been on it, but with every app, they're trying to have a Google incorporation. All right. So let's dive in to quizzes and see if we can get something going. All right. So first thing, as you realize, this is my school account. Well, you might not realize, but nonetheless, I will show you if I can get to log out. I will show you from the beginning, but I don't think this thing is allowing me to log out at the moment. I don't remember where I put the log out button, but it should be here somewhere. Right? It should be here somewhere. Alright, let me see. Okay, there's a log out button. Alright, so let's start from the beginning. Alright. Of course, with everything nowadays, there's a premium version, but we're going to use the free version. So we will click sign up. All right, that's the first thing you will do if you don't have a QUIZizz account. And here you'll see that you can sign up. You can sign up with a Google account, or you can just type in the email there. But of course, it's easier to sign up with the Google account. And of course, you'd go to your Google account and select the one that is your school. For me, it's St. Catherine High. But of course, there are other schools out there that have a Google account. But seeing that I already signed up and I already put in my language, I already put in my region and the relevant information that they would have asked me, let's just dive into the Google um, QUIZizz linked account. It asks me if I also wanted to incorporate my classes because it searches your Google Classroom and it tries to incorporate your classes from there, right? Um, so if I click classes now, you'll realize that my classes from St. Catherine High should be here. Oh, you can actually click the button from here, right? So you can connect Google Classroom. Of course, I remember doing this. I don't know what happened if mine got knocked out. So you just allow it to capture the information that it needs. Um, I'm still not seeing my classes. Not sure if there's a glitch with the system or something. But you can manually create the class like maths, English, etc. Alright. Um, there are a few things. Once you save a thing, like for me and my English teacher, so I saved quite a few other persons' activities. right? As I said, it's basically a tool that allow you to give your kids an interactive quiz where there's a time limit and so forth. And it's really fun because my kids did it and the percentage are there, right? So you can explore and search for a quiz that is relevant to you and your subject, right? So you find it and you basically, um, let's say, for example, I'm looking for a subject verb agreement. You search for an activity, look for the grade. Um, you can search, you can adjust this most played, most recent. You can select the grade, grade, middle school, high school. Select the subject to make it more specific, English, and number of questions. Well, I wouldn't trouble that, but you can. Um, yeah, you just apply, right? And it will search for all, or it will search for the top quiz, the quizzes overall on the lesson. And you just hover over any one of these and it will preview the questions over here. All right. And you will look at it and realize if it's applicable to you. This says it's ninth grade to university. I want something a little bit harder, so I will continue searching. 11th grade. And it says the ticket they bought gives her a reason for going out. All right. So I like this one. I can click it. And when I click it, I can either start a live quiz, where the instructor pace or the students progress at their own pace. And normally instructor based is easier, so you share your screen and you click it, and the kids will read the question. Or the kids will answer at their own time. Well, the kids will answer once you skip the question, once you show the questions one by one. And so that's classic where the students can just go on it and answer it any time of the day. Like I said, it has a graded homework, or it can be instructor based where you would do it within the class time, right? And it's 45 seconds per question. Again, you can assign it asynchronously, right? So these are the things that you can do. You can copy and edit it if you feel like. You can like it. You can save it to your folder. I'm going to save it to my folder. So you realize I have different folder. I can put it in the grammar, or I can create a new one for subject verb agreement. All right. The questions are there. You can look at them, make sure that you know what they are and be familiar with them, and you know how much questions are there. And then, as I said, you can start it. Instructor paste. Participant can only use fun QUIZIZz generated names. I uncheck that because it will randomly give your kids a name, and we don't want that. Timer participant sees a timer that has to be active. Leaderboard. You can see the leaderboard. You can shuffle the answers. Right. So you can look at that as well. So our next thing with this is that you have a music being played in the background. So you can choose to turn it off, or you can choose to leave it on, right? So you will click continue once the settings are okay, and you go forward using that, all right? It will give you a link, or it will give you a code. So the kids can go to joinmyquizzizz.com, and of course, you can paste it in the chat. So you can just copy it and you paste it in your chat like this. joinmyquizizz.com, joinmyquiz.com, sorry, and you can copy the code and send it to them. Or you can just share the link and they can join by the link. All right, again, copy, and paste. So you can do it that way. All right, so they can just click it to join. All right, I'm going to run through it using this. I'm going to use Mozilla and see if I can join as a student. All right, so that should be that. All right, and as soon as the students will have joined, it will ask them to enter a name. Again, you know me, I'm going to use Chaya. It's a sound effect. So the sound will be there. Of course, the students can turn off the sound if they feel like. Right. And it says you're the first to join. Select a theme, so they can select a little image that will be their icon. Oh, well, not the icon, but the background, sorry. But again, you know, with everything, there's a limit, so you have to be on there 2 days in a row to get certain things. But this is actually cool. If I was a child and I saw that, I would be very interested. And it shows me then that I have one participant. All right. So it tells me who my participant is. I can kick out this participant with this little icon here, but I don't want to kick out, you know. All right, so I can start it. It comes with this sound. So let me mute that. There's a timer here on the student's account. It is 45 seconds per question. So the tickets, stay there. All right, let me just click one. And again, the faster the student answer the question, the faster they'll get a point. Of course, I was wrong. All right, so let's go. Again, it shows me the leaderboard as a teacher, and then it tells me that I can go to the next question. All right, and then it will make it sound because I know it makes sound. The question, the principal will allow a day off from school as long as the class arrange the trip to the science center. All right, and the student will wait there. All right, so it's fun. Of course, every time the student gets something right and they answer it as quick as possible, the first one to answer the question will get the most marks, just like with Kahoot. All right. But it's a good. And watch it. Okay. So you see, the points go up, and it will show that the student on the leaderboard now is moving up. There are more competitors. It would show all of the students and who is first. All right. So quizzes is a fun activity. All right. So you can hide this as well if you don't want it to be there. All right. So I can end the quiz if I want to. And then the student will see that I end the quiz and how much they rank, how much they got correct, how fast they answer. Okay, and as I said, quizzes is very noisy. But overall, that's quizzes. All right. So there are several of them. You can feel free to browse for any topic and anything, and just you can create your own as well. You can create right here, create a quiz that someone can follow and just work with it. Yes. So again, you have to feel free to just play around with it, and it will make recommendations from time to time. You have to just learn to experiment, because as teachers sometimes we stick to what we know and we don't practice, and that can cause a problem. So again, you can create a lesson where the instructor-led experience is linked with the questions and the notes in one. Right? So it would kind of have like a PowerPoint thing with the thing there. Right? And as it says, quiz is automatically saved. There's a tutorial. You can have an intro slide, add text, video, questions, and everything over this side. All right. Preview the slides while making a change. Make something amazing. Good luck. All right. So you add slides over here. You insert things over this side. So you insert media. Can upload an image, right? Um, from your computer. All right. So these are just a few things. I can paste a link of the image, say for example from Google. All right. So have fun with it, and good luck. All right. So type the text over that side. You can also import slides if you want to from a Google site, a PowerPoint, etc. You can drag and paste and so forth. So again, QUIZizz is very nice. It helps to make the class fun and interactive, and that's something that we need in today's day and age. So thank you for watching, and I do hope that you would have learned something about QUIZizz. See you next time.